Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Blazer Guy 1983. I'm just coming at you with a quick product review here. I just want to start off by saying that I'm not an automotive expert by any means. I'm just simply a person at home, a DIYer that does this in his own personal vehicles, friends, family, and so on and so forth. And I've had really good success with the Pennzoil Platinum full synthetic, specifically the one made from natural gas, at least what it says it is anyhow. This particular application is the 5W30 blend, which is what I'll be using in my 2011 Nissan Altima. That's what it calls for. So it has always been my go-to. I have about 50,000 miles that I've put on my vehicle, specifically only using this product. Now, I will admit I do change my oil probably more than I need to. I change it between 3,000 and 3,500 miles usually is typically when it gets changed. It's usually once or twice a year based on how much I drive will determine if I get it changed or not, or if I change it. Being that I work outside in elements and I have to change my own oil, which I prefer to do, as you can tell from my channel, I prefer to do pretty much everything myself just so I know what I'm getting as far as results for the repairs that I do. The Pennzoil, without looking at it from a scientific or a chemist's point of view, just looking at it from an experienced user of this product, just a consumer. And I also want to add that Pennzoil and Shell or any of their affiliates are not paying me to make this video. I'm just simply paid for this with my own money. This came from Walmart for 24 bucks. This filter here that you see in the picture, this came from the Amazon. So paid for it myself, you know, so they're not sponsoring me to do this. This is just something I'm doing because I want to get the word out there of how my success has been with this. Now, a little side story, I had to change my valve cover in my 2011 Nissan Altima about a year and a half ago. So the car had roughly a little over 80,000 plus miles on it at the time. And when I changed it, I had to change it because one of the seals around the spark plug well tubes was leaking, and unfortunately, unlike Honda, where you can just replace that tube seal by removing the valve cover and tapping a new one in, you have to just replace the whole valve cover, which, by the way, side note, I'd recommend going through Nissan to get that. If you watch Eric the Car Guy, he does a video on a Nissan Sentra with the 2.5 older version of my engine in one of his Fixing It Forward videos, and when he changes the valve cover on that particular motor, he used, I think it was a Dorman or an aftermarket. It had not been properly molded, so one of the rocker arms are coming up and slamming into the valve cover. So with that said, if you, I usually recommend with valve covers, especially in some of these like inline 4-cylinders like I have, probably would be a good idea just to go with the actual OEM one and not play games with the aftermarket stuff that tends to not always fit properly. But that's my side story for you. With that said, when I was in there, and I'm going to try to upload a picture of what I'm talking about at the end of this video, so if you make it through me talking and yammering on here, you'll see a picture of the inside of my engine. It was super, super clean. There was no gunk or buildup of any kind in this engine, and I firmly believe that not only it has to do with the fact that I've been changing my oil on a regular basis, more often probably than what it even needs to be changed. I didn't even see any varnish in there. But I firmly believe it has a lot to do with this. This particular motor oil, from what I understand, claims to keep like your pistons and things like that significantly cleaner. Now, I don't have the actual specs here, and that's not what this video is about. You can more than likely go online and no problem pull up the specs. I'm going to throw a number out there, 28% cleaner, I think is what they advertise. Could be more, as far as keeping like your pistons and your, you know, stuff like that cleaner as far as your combustion chambers and things like that. But I really do feel this engine oil does a great job cleaning it. Now, you don't necessarily have to go with the Pennzoil filter like I did. This also goes to a Nissan Altima 2011. This is the application I'll be using. I picked this up on the Amazon. I want to say it was a little over $10. I have Prime, so it was the free shipping. Never actually used one of these I think this is the HE that's on the box. I think it stands for high efficiency, I would assume. It's a little more expensive. I believe this is for like their synthetic blend oil. It appears that it has the silicone gasket on there, O-ring. The anti-drain back valve also looks like it's silicone. Now, I'm not going to dissect this filter because I want to use it. So, but yeah, it looks like a pretty pretty hefty filter. Like I said, I've never used these before. I've been wanting to, so I decided when I was on Amazon the other day just to go ahead and order one. So I'll try one of their filters. I love their oil, so hey, why not just try the filter too? Up until now, I just buy whatever filter was on sale, depending on what kind of package deal, the auto parts was running on this stuff. But yeah, like I said, they also have an Ultra Platinum too, which I believe has a little bit more additives in it. But, I've mostly just ran the Platinum full synthetic, and, motor oil can be almost like religious or politics when you start discussing it. I will say, out of all the brands that I've used so far, this one here, even in my older vehicles, that tend to burn some oil, and I would have to top off in between oil changes, it seems like the Pennzoil did not burn off as much or evaporate as much, is what I noticed. The Nissan that is about to turn 100,000, it's like 99,300, I would say, is the mileage on it right now. I don't have to add any oil. It's on the full all the way until it's due to be changed. So, I don't have any real oil leaks of any kind, other than, like I said, that small seep that I caught before it turned into a leak around the spark plug well too. A little bit of a leak around the oil filter housing, and I think that just has to do with the assembly line. I don't think they used enough, because they use like Forma gasket on these engines to seal them up. I just think that it was lacking some gasket material down in that area, so it's got a small seep. And when I say seep, I mean it's just nothing actually actively dripping. It's just damp with oil. Whenever I get down there to change it, I always wipe it off. But like I said, I'm not a chemical analyst here. I'm not a professional mechanic. I'm just a DIYer guy at home that just telling you I've had very good luck with this. My engine seems extremely clean inside. Like I said, I'll upload a picture of it. I'll also upload a picture I took at Walmart the other day where I purchased it, showing you they have a huge variety of different, weights and everything. Also kind of interested in seeing how their CVT fluid is. Maybe if somebody out there from Pennzoil is listening to this or runs across this video, I'd be interested in knowing more about your CVT fluid. I'd definitely like to try it out and see how it works. I've been considering Pennzoil, but it's a little bit out of my price range for what it is. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll do a update on this filter here after the first oil change is completed, after using it, and let you know how it does. I really don't suspect it's going to have any problems. I mean, it doesn't appear to, I've never actually had an oil filter go bad before, so I highly doubt that anything can go wrong with it. So it says here, it doesn't really specify on the back where it's made from, so I don't know if you could zoom in and take a look at that and pause that video footage for a minute. Doesn't really say. I'm assuming it's made in USA, but it doesn't really say where. Bizarre. But anywho, yeah, it looks like a nice filter, so we'll give that a try, see how that works. It's the Platinum Pennzoil with the Platinum Pennzoil full synthetic motor oil. Let me know what you guys out there do. What kind of oils do you use? I've always love hearing about other people's experiences with different products. I love trying stuff out that's new and see how it's doing. With technology these days we have, it's always interesting to learn about what's available on the market. My car is just an everyday commuter. It's nothing fancy. It has no turbo or anything like that. On a side note, my brother is actually running the same stuff. He's running, I want to say, the 0W20 in his brand new Kia K5, which we have an oil change video. If you look on my channel, you could probably find the first oil change for the Kia K5 2021, and has a 1.6 turbo in it, and nice little engine, I'll tell you. But he's been running this in there. He did a break-in oil change around 1,000 miles, and he's been running this oil here, the 0W20 version of this, since he got the car. He has about almost 9,000 miles on it now, and no issues. No issues with the turbo. It's not burning any. It's not evaporating any. So he's had good luck with it too, and he plans on continuing to use it as well. So it's a good price. You get it at Walmart. Like I said, 25 bucks is the current price for 5 quarts of this stuff. Go on the Amazon, grab yourself the Pennzoil filter, and like I said, if anybody out there from Pennzoil is listening to this, thanks. You guys do a good job. You make a great product. I'm very satisfied with this. I'd really be interested in knowing more about your CVT fluid, and that should sum it up for this. It's a little longer than what I wanted to make it, but like I said, I like to speak highly about stuff that I've had good luck with. Everybody's so quick to jump on the negativity and give bad reviews, so I'd like to just take a minute and say, hey, I've had good luck with this. So once again, let me know in the comments, guys, what do you guys use? I appreciate you watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and please start a conversation below. I love a good conversation about automotive stuff. So take care. I hope everybody's staying safe, and we'll see you here next time.